Hello everyone, I'm RiggyRob and welcome back to The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC. Last time, we cleared off a few of the minor quests. We did the one for the Hermit in the Lake, Lac c'est la vie. We got our beautiful Arendite sword now. We managed to craft a Grandmaster set of Witcher gear, so I'm wearing the bear stuff at the moment. There was the Safari Hunter, Big Game Hunter Photographer quest, and also the woman trapped in a tree. We also solved the mystery of what happened to the cow that fell from the sky, and it turns out it was just a griffin. But since then, I have not touched the game at all. So if we look at the world map, you will notice that all these undiscovered locations remain undiscovered locations, and there are in fact no more notice boards for me to check out to try and get more quests, or at least more locations to explore. I have a feeling there might be something over here, maybe? Because that looks like a fairly big town. But until we've, actually go there, we're not going to find out what there is. There's stuff over here that's suspiciously empty. Kind of just like whole wilderness, but that might just be empty space to make the place feel a lot bigger. So, since we did the quest about the cow falling from the sky, we might as well carry on with this next one from the foreman. Talk to the foreman of our Deso quarry. Big feet to fill.
So, Master, the workers who vanished. How goes the search?
So, vanished. What does that mean exactly?
They vanished? What's that mean?
Just that, along with ample supplies. I had placed an order. More than a dozen wagons reached the building site, yet 5 were lost along the way. Tools, food, building materials, and, first and foremost, the specialists we need.
The specialists?
The chief architect included. I wrote to the architect to say the quarry awaits. He should send new plans. But the foreman said the architect was here, at Ardaizo. And this means...
He's missing too. Got it. I'll look around, see what I can learn.
That's,
Master,
suspicious.
I know not how to thank you, but I beg you to hurry. We shall simply not finish without those 5 wagons.
Simply will not finish. Saint Lebioda's footsteps. Locations marked with a statue on your map indicate places where transports carrying materials needed to finish Saint Lebioda's statue or engineers responsible for its construction have run into trouble. Provide them aid and watch as you help erect one of the wonders of the world. Ooh. So this is actually just it's a world building quest. Kind of do it bit by bit as you go along. Help all the builders who are working on the monument. 2 out of 5 already done. So this is go to undiscovered locations and help people out, right? Well, I'll try and see if I can visit the building site as the optional thing, and we'll see what actually happens with that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So the world will change over time. I wonder what it looks like. Alright, so we've got fast travel marker we can use. Where is it? Is that the optional one? I guess that's the optional one. Okay. So, considering where we are, yeah, looks like the best place to go would be to go to Fox Hollow, or maybe the Castel Ravello Vineyard, and then move northwards, then move to the right, and then carry on across. Cool. That's quite good, though, because that clears off some undiscovered locations that I probably should have checked out before the stream. But like I said, I haven't actually touched this since we stopped playing last time. And yeah, going for undiscovered locations to find out what they actually are should be a, something I can do in my off time, because it's not like, amazingly interesting to watch. But at the same time, maybe I would have found these optional builders that would have had some trouble. So, trying to make sure I move to the north. It is a bit dark. Ooh, I'm surprised Geralt didn't die there. You know what? It's a bit dark. It's a bit dark. I like sunlight. I like being able to see. This will be better. There we go, much better. Oh hey, there's a little statue icon there as well. So here's the statue icon. And it's the horse that's been gutted. It's a very poor horse. But nothing else to do there. Okay. Oh, hang on. Did I skip an undiscovered location? I might have done, actually. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go here and then move that way. Don't go as the crow flies, Geralt. You're missing stuff. Just jump fences like Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. So yeah, sorry about the later start than usual. Obviously, with us streaming The Witcher on Sundays, we have to watch out for Daisy May in Animal Crossing, of course. And I managed to make sure I got all my stonks ready for the week. Bargas. Hello, Bargas. Woo. Ooh, okay, let's get going on again. Thank you. Arendite is such a strong sword, god damn it. There we go. And I think that actually gave me some boost to my power. Cool, alright. Alistair Carnarvon's journal, 26th of July. Unsure where to start to dig. Ask the nearest old washwoman or old men whittling by the road. They know everything. Yes, I know. Takes a great deal of patience, and you have to separate the wheat from the chaff, but it's the best way to learn about local legends. That's how he came to find Fox Hollow, where they say the soil sprouts clay pots. We dug up part of a vineyard on the outskirts of Fox Hollow, but what we found there, those were not pots, they were elven funeral urns. It seems the villagers built us up an ancient Ain Shida necropolis. That cemetery dates, by my reckoning, to the time before the first landing, so the graves might be full of valuables. The ancient elves buried their dead along with great wealth. We've already dug up a few choice baubles, but I'm sure if we look deeper, we'll find much more. Today, we started a new dig in a new location. Matthias spied a beautifully ornamented cameo in the ground, and when he tried to grab it, he discovered it was clenched in the hands of a skeleton. Ansem started to mock him, but quickly lost all desire to laugh. The valley was full of elven skeletons, men, women, even children. The bodies were all mixed, with limbs lopped off, many heads missing, and the children with crushed rib cages. What happened here? Another sleepless night. Blood cries, wails. I awake drenched in sweat, then I doze off for a moment, and the same happens again. I told my fellows to deep a dig hole, we'll throw that cursed cameo inside. Belongs in the ground with the rest of the dead. Hey, we got the water demon here. Hello, the water demon. How are you doing today? Cool, I remember this game. Yes, I am playing this quite late, but it's still a good game, and that is why I'm playing it. So thanks for joining the stream. How you doing? Matthias disappeared during the night. No one saw him leave camp. His things are all in place. Ansem says we should follow his example and flee while we still live, but I cannot leave it like this. This valley is full of bones. Anselm screamed in my face, called me a madman, but I must tell someone what we have found. They say there is a group of archaeologists from Castel Gropion at the Termes ruins, and the rest is covered in blood. Dear. Oh dear, my friend. The Curse of Carnarvon. So, that's very clearly a reference to Tutankhamun, because Carnarvon was the guy who dug up Tutankhamun, right? Let's go to this one. But wasn't Carnarvon the only one who didn't die? I thought that was why it was, like, a curse, because everyone except him was dying, and it was all the people that accompanied to the trip. So it wasn't necessarily, you know, like the museum curator of the stuff that he gave it to, or stuff like that, but... Big feet to fill the first group. Wow, I actually help out with these guys. Interesting. Now I wonder, is it worth me sticking Arendite on just to get the boost? No, it doesn't work. Hang on, steel weapon? Double sword, here we go. This is what I wanted. No, it switches over to the steel weapon automatically. Okay, I see. That's fine. Would be a bit, you know, gamey to try and cheat the system like that. There we go. You are saved!
Thank you, good sir. You would be the famous Witcher, would you not?
Exactly.
I am a famous Witcher.
I shall hitch my wagon and set off for the monument works at once. They await me there.
Very good, very good. On your way. 1 day later. Wait, what? Why are we waiting a day? Hmm? Snow? No? Oh, that's just a... Okay, it's just a way of making the time pass. Alright, fair enough. I should probably go ahead and loot all their stuff, because I am short on money at this point. And I know I can just dump it all to the guy who is the Grandmaster Armorer and Grandmaster Weaponsmith in the Grand Place. So let's just take all your things. It's all cheap common items, but still better than nothing. Plus I can sell all the food if I wanted to. Alright, so world map. Next place is, we'll go to this one, and then we'll head right. But again, let us meditate and make sure it's daytime. Thank you, sunlight. Yeah, for obvious reasons, I'd never really like playing at night, just because A, it's more difficult to see, and B, it's more likely that dangerous things will happen. Knight errant in distress. Oh! Come here. No, 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 no. Come here, come here, come here. Hey, hey. Oh, God. Come here, come here, come here. Save the knight. Okay.
That was close. You came to my aid in the nick of time. I thank you, friend.
You gonna give me something? Huh?
The duchy as a whole
Okay.
suffers from
Fair enough. I assume that this will have something worth looting in, maybe? Water Demon struggled with this game because I loot everything, so I was always heavy. Aha! Well, I am in the same boat in that I love to loot all the stuff. But as soon as I could, I upgraded all of my saddlebags with roach, and I also have the heavy back perk, I guess. We have orders from Edgar Sizodoy to Edgar. Oh, it's Edgar Scissorhands. Sizodoy, as in digits, as in fingers. It's Edward Scissorhands. Edgar Sizodoy. Alright. I'm sending you one of those miscreant knights. This particular blood Shrek attacked our lads near Fox Hollow, sent 6 of them and 1 dog off to push daisies. I was about to hack them apart on the spot. Then I thought, this harlot's brood deserves a more thorough hacking that I can give. So use those famous scissors of yours and trim him of all protuberances and danglies, then cut out his innards and make origami. Just be sure to tie him up good before you get to work. Even with his hands tied, that maggoty muck swung so hard teeth came out pouring out of Bulaf's jaw like crowns filling from a spull pouch. Loth. Edgar Sizodoy. Jesus. Well, I like that. That's a nice little nod. I mean... So some references might feel a bit forced, but that feels... Actually, no, that does feel a bit forced. Edgar Sizodoy. I mean, swords like Longclaw, you know, the reference to Game of Thrones is fine, but that is like, really? That's what you're going with? Alright, well. Alright. So this is our optional marker to visit the building site. That one, yes. So I wonder why it's optional. Surely I'd be able to visit it once I've got all of the dudes saved, right? Wonder what the difference is. What do we have here? An estate. A lovely estate. Not quite. How far away is this? Am I gonna die if I jump off here? We've got ruins. Ooh, hello. Ah, there it is. Okay, fair enough. We've got a guy on a horse. Hello. Guardsman. So we just making sure people got back to where they needed to be.
Impressive.
Huh. Okay. So I assume over time this will change and actually be finished. Okay. There's nothing to talk to the Arctic. Okay, okay. So, yeah, I guess we just go to the next few undiscovered locations and rescue them. And then we will see the wonder of the world of Saint Lebiorde. I wish there were more things like that in, you know, open world RPG games. Things that have a long-lasting effect that permanently change the environment. Obviously for a, you know, a good way. You never want it to be bad ways. Murder some fools. Lebiorde. Yours, you. Shall I? Yeah, let's wait until Quen's back. Alright, Quen's ready to go. Dive and dodge, duck, dip and dive. Alright, you're stabbed. Wah. You need to stop hitting me with your bows and arrows. Thank you. Goodbye, head. I guess I can't do that, so let's do... Odd. Oh. Even when they get frozen, it doesn't work. I guess you have to, like, aim for their back. Ooh. Damn, son. Alright, well. Pick up all their loot. No reason not to. And I can talk to the dude in a minute once I have liberated him. Merchant, hello, hello.
But why even bother? What did they hope to steal? Hammers? A hunk of stone?
I see. All right. High time I set off.
One day later. So when it says one day later, oh, I see. Right. So the passage of time is to show the statue actually being built. Right. Okay. That makes sense. Unless I got teleported towards it. All right. So we have an undiscovered location here. Yeah, having undiscovered locations be available to chain together like this is pretty good design. Because then it's like, ooh, I'll just go here, and then I'll just go there, and I'll end up exploring the entire map of value. It's like, that's clever. More games should do that if they don't already. Alright, am I gonna die? Nope, I'm good. Hidden treasure? Again, I would like to have sunlight, please. Thank you, sunlight. So, we have a sunken boat. And... Dive, dive, dive! Ah, good old drowners. Can I... I don't have a crossbow on... Now I do? No. Bye, drowners. Alright, so... Where is this marker? Ah, there's the treasure. Lesser glyph of Ard. Ship captain's log. What's he got? Journal is completely soaked. Only a few entries can be deciphered. Bellhaven, 23rd day of service. Nothing irritates me more than land rats thinking they're cock of the walk. Yet Count Jean-Jules Baillard, that's what the impertinent crick made me call him, managed to assuage my irritation at dad by clinking a hefty pouch of Novigradian florins on the table. His entourage loaded the ship with bundles, then hauled on this huge cage covered with a sail. Count Baillard explained it held one of those famed Zangibarian striped horses. Oh, it's a zebra. A gift for Duchess Henrietta. We've had nothing but trouble with this Zangibarian horse. It gnaws on the deck like a beast gone mad. Plus, we've got to make sure the tarp covering its cage is tightly fastened, for it seems this creature is as sensitive to the sun's rays as a vampire. In which case, what good's it to the Duchess? A striped horse she can only ride at night. There's no comprehending these aristocrats. Never actually finished this DLC. Are you just doing optional stuff? So at the moment, I am lacking money. So I am doing the side quests. I do know that I need to go ahead and join the main story stuff again. But I had been leaving that for the time being because I think I started this DLC when I was like level 38 or something. And the main story I assume will go up to level 50. So I'm doing this and actually getting more levels as well. And that means that I can get more mutations. So I want to play around with those as well. 1,000 thundering sea devils. That was no horse in that cage, but a god's blasted Sheomar. Overgrown rock rat chewed through the deck, capsized the ship, and burrowed into the river bottom. Then that idiot Count Baillard fell to his knees and begged me to help catch the monster. He handed me the key to the chest of jewels he'd kept close watch on the whole trip, and swore it'd be mine if we recaptured that monstrosity. I'd most like to grab a thick club, smack him upside the head, and take that chest right now, but I'm not some ploughing pirate. I'll gather the lads who managed to survive the wreck, and we'll try to catch the monster in our nets. The Count claimed to know some trickery to use up to sneak on the beast. Ooh, we might actually have to catch the Sheomar. I see. Ballads and hymns. Don't need ballads and hymns. Ooh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna start running out of breath. Oh, I'm trapped. Oh no. This is bad. Oh god. Can I surface here? Geralt? No! There we go. So there's a marker for an entrance here as well. Well, we're here, right? So we should probably have a look and see if we can find out what's in here. Yeah. Unless that's a chest. It is a chest. More stuff, more stuff. More stuff to sell. Alright, before I do anything else, let's check. Do I have cat on my potion? I do. Okay, so that's better. You can actually see where I'm going now. So we can go into the cave here and see if there's a Sheomar for us to capture. Like, even if we capture it, what are we going to do with it? Are we going to try and, like, drag it along with us, or what? Doesn't seem like what a witcher normally does. That's a Sheomar. Woo! Alright, well, I don't want to kill the Sheomar if I can help it. But it doesn't seem like there's anything else to do in this cave. Let's get Quen on, shall we? I guess I'm killing it. Is it bugging out a bit? Wow. Oh, that's an attack. I see. Woo. Alright, come on then, Sheomar. I do know how to fight you now. Just need to make sure you actually hit the wall. Man, I didn't want to do this. Well. Was there another way of dealing with that? Feels like there could have been, but at the same time, what would I have done? Let's read the Sheomar entry again. So it's a relic, right? Aylmar. So they're vulnerable against samum, relict oil, and ard. They listen for sounds. No, not really a way to capture it, I don't think. That's unfortunate. Oh well. So the quest that I picked up then. Oh, will that have automatically finished it? I bet you it did, actually. It's not Big Feet to fill. What was it? Not a Witcher contract? No. Completed or failed? East of Toussaint, Blood Run. No. Well, it didn't fail. So maybe the thing that I was trying to do was different. I don't know. Right, well, sorry, Shalmar. I tried. Ooh, hello. What's up here? Hello? Aha! It's the treasure! Ta-da! What was this about again? Damaged journal. So the journal was kept chaotically with dates missing and int blocks abound. What on earth got into me? Humming one of Master Dandelion's ballads in front of her illustrious grace? Oh, to fall into disfavor in such a foolish way. I, a young, ambitious politician with brilliant career prospects at the ducal court, now find myself exiled due to my own stupidity. I must find a way to plead the Duchess' forgiveness. That's why he wanted to catch the Shalmar. They say the Emperor has offered the Duchessa a very strange gift, a Shalmar. The knights are to face off against it during the tourney. Now were I to make a similar offering to her illustrious grace? Inconceivable! The gods have smiled on me. I ran into a witcher in Belhaven willing to help me catch a young Shalmar. Naturally, he demanded a fortune for his services, but I am ready to do anything to get myself out of the Duchess' black books. The witcher collected a down payment and set off for the Amel Mountains. I've got it! Success! With an offering for a grace worthy of an emperor, I can at last return to the duchy and seek forgiveness. Now I need only find a way to transport the Shalmar to Beauclair. I gathered my entire retinue, and together we embarked on the good ship Suzanne. With the current in our favor, we shall be in the capital in a mere 3 days. I feel like the hero of some elven tragedy. Just when it seems all is going perfectly, catastrophes fall from the sky and pull me to the ground. The Shalmar chewed through the deck, sank the ship, and dug its way into the river bottom. I begged the captain to help me capture the monster in exchange for the rest of my fortune. As the Witcher instructed, I will light incense made of rue and direct the smoke at the monster, which should calm it. The sailors can then capture it in their nets. I am finished. The rue incense did not work. The Shalmar flew into a rage and killed nearly everyone. True, the captain managed to escape, but I could see he was badly wounded, so I doubt he managed to swim out of that cabin. Now I sit here alone, listening to the Shalmar devour the remains of the murdered sailors. You, the person who has found my journal, whoever you may be, take the rest of my fortune. For what good is a chest of jewels to a pile of mouldy bones? But in exchange, please, drink to my health, to my sad fate, to the hero of a true elven tragedy. You're not a elven hero. What are you talking about? You messed around with a creature that's too dangerous for you. And you died for it. Alright, well. That is a nice little side quest interlude done. Alright, is that a chest? Did I already do that chest? No, it's just some wood. Okay. Alright, let's find some dry land we can climb onto. That's not quite climbing onto it, Geralt. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but that's not going to work. This is better. Alright. Come on, wading through. Alright, so, next place to go is this undiscovered location, and then maybe this one? Maybe not. We'll see. That's going slightly too far away, I would say. But yeah, this Blood and Wine DLC, even though it's all optional stuff, I do think it's a bit more interesting than the optional stuff in the main game. Because that literally was just find all the bandit camps and monster nests and so on, as I say, with a new bandit camp. I would like to kill you, please. You are in my way. Goodbye, hand. Goodbye, archer. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so did they have anything worth taking? Because I'm expecting to find like more diagrams for stuff, and I did find some there. Ooh, that was worth it. 126 crowns? Wow, look at all this stuff. Starling Stragon's orders. Speedy Eugene's taken the inn, meaning his old gang's probably already blind, bum-botching drunk. Keep a watch on the high road, for if any knights or guardsmen go at them, there won't be anything left to clean up. I promise you next time, you'll be the ones to have fun, and Eugene's crew will have to guard your backs. We might raid Coronata soon. Wenches and wine aplenty, so you'll get yours, Starling. Alright, well that was a nice little diversion. Do I carry on going north, or do I go towards the last monument? There's a town there, right? Yeah, let's go to the town. There might be a fast travel marker that I can use. Yeah, there we go. The Silver Salamander Inn. This looks like a nice place. It's an abandoned site, though. Use you. Alright. Gwen, please. And start attacking. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Wow. Alright, well, let's get Swallow on. There we go. Nice and healthy. Yeah. I'm trying to do the flurry of blows kind of stuff, and it's not working because I'm running out of stamina. Woo! Woo! They just kind of disappear into red mist, don't they? Come here, bandit. I got you. Right, I've got Gwen on again. Yeah, sha, hota. Goodbye, head. Heads are just coming off. Like my knife's cutting through butter. Alright, is this the last one, or there's one more? I think there's one more, actually. Goodbye. This will turn into quite a nice little town after it's recovered. Which I'm assuming is going to be right now. Nope, more people. Aha. More people, you say? Doo-doo-doo. Take him for a ride. Yeah, I don't think so, mate. So funny seeing him do all these fancy sword tricks like a Jedi, and then enemies just disappear in front of him. There we go. Sweet. And we will meditate. This should automatically fill up my Alkahest and restore my health. Because this is what I would do when I meditate, right? I just stand there and wait for the time to go past. You know? But I bet you it didn't do it. Nope, didn't do it. Right, well, loot, 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 loot. The other good thing about doing all these abandoned sites and so on is that I can carry on collecting all the stuff I need for my Gwent tournament, which I still have not actually thought about yet. And I do need to think about that at some point because I'm like 6 levels ahead of it now. I mean, it is Gwent, so the level probably doesn't actually matter. But still, something I need to cover off, I think. So, pick up all the loot. I like to have all the loot. Lovely common weapons and items. Ooh, Speedy Eugene's journal. If our fearless leader, Starling Stragon's going to write everything down in his notebook, why, then I'll do the same. And I have plenty to write about, for the way we pillaged and plundered the Silver Salamander till it looked like a pile of dank diarrhea was positively epic. Whole Hans had been fixing for ages to make a jaunt over to that tavern. For how long can you sit twiddling your thumbs at a place as foul as the ruins of Arthak? Water up to our ankles, fungus everywhere, and the wind blowing so fierce our bums pucker. Why the dead dong diddle stick around? So we didn't. We got our doo-doo together and went to work. Hit them so hard before they figured out what was going on, half of them would have been hacked apart. It was over in a flash. In fact, we got so carried away, not a living soul was to be seen when we were through, though it seems a few managed to scatter into the woods, including that blasted Nilfgaardian owner. But we'll see to the tracking down survivors later. Meanwhile, we'll drink a bit, sing a bit, and then head out for a good hunt. So there you go, my memoir, signed me, Vice Head of the Hans, Speedy Eugene. Speedy Eugene. Nilfgaardian owner, you say? Owner of the inn, or the entire, like, location? Really, Geralt? Really? You're waiting, but you can't step up? Alright. I mean, hopefully this gets recovered, you know? Talk to the clerk?
Busy. Busy.
Busy. Mm-hmm. Okay.
A word might I have.
A word might you have?
It's good you drove them off, Witcher.
Yeah, I thought you wanted a word.
Hungry places. Thirsty?
Ardveien! Just what we needed. A Witcher with stones of granite. That Blede Hansa has terrorized this land too long. Thank you for your aid, Batgirl.
You're welcome. Nilfgaardian innkeeper. That's a strange find.
Nilfgaardian a long way from home. And he's not a soldier. Don't see that often.
Warfare did not appeal to me. My Vather, however, meaning my father, he fought at Sodden Hill. Survived despite a lung run through with a spear.
Can anyone else see here?
The right hand.
This is just a black screen for me.
Yet the injuries meant he could no longer serve in the Impera Brigade. Here in Toussaint, the climb and wine bolster healing, and a war pension paid in Nilfgaardian florins buys much. An inn, for instance. I thank you, Witcher, for your aid, for recovering my patrimony. Ard Dank.
Ard Dank. Alright. Give me your Gwent cards, please, because I need them. You don't have any Gwent cards. Well, that's useless. Okay, well. Bye.
So long.
Hail, Geralt ap Rivia.
There is literally nothing else worth doing here then if there's no Gwent stuff. Alright, well, out we go. And the next place is... Well, I could carry on going up there. Sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, I needed to find these undiscovered locations anyway, so I figured I might as well do it now. If this one doesn't seem to be anything interesting, then I'll just go straight back down and go towards where the builders are. And then we'll have the Saint Lebioda statue all finished off. Ooh, ruins? Hello? Hunt's base. Oh, this is the Arthak ruins. I see.
Bad idea.
Don't think I need to have my torch out. So let's not do that then.
Damn it.
Ooh. Whoa! Hello, dogs. There are a lot of things in my way. Excuse me. Excuse me. Goodbye. Flurry of blows. Flurry of blows. Man, you are big dogs. Ooh. Excuse me, excuse me. Just have limbs flying everywhere. Oh. Okay. So taking out this hand space probably means that I should get a nice good reward, right? Probably because of the fact that it's in Arthak Ruins. Elven Ruins, perhaps? Wow, you died in one shot. Come here, you archer. You killed Loth Halfbreed. So is Loth Halfbreed a significant bandit then? Right. Ooh. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. Alright. Wow, there's so many of them. Just slowly work my way inside to the base. Hey, I think I actually saw my Grandmaster bonus happen there. I got my Quench Shield back without having to recast it.
Giving me no choice.
Hello. Goodbye. Oh, he almost died. Come on then. There's not going to be any bandits in this region at all once I'm done. Like, this is where they all seem to be based. Alright. Hope Geralt doesn't die from that fall. Man, you were super weak. Yeah, the guys that don't wear armor appear to be very weak. Whoop. Dodge the arrow. Come on, doggo. Doggos don't... Yeah, the dogs with no armor last longer than the guys without armor. How strange. Alright. Another bandit. Another head to chop off. I'm not going to be able to carry all the stuff from these guys, am I? More dudes this way. Death? Ooh. Bet you that was close. Excuse me? How many more? How many more? At least one more, right? There seems to be people above me. So I guess I need to climb. La 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 la. Yeah, there's like scaffolding around that I need to look at. Okay. So for scaffolding, I need to go... where? The backside? No? How do I go up? There must be a way. Alright, hang on. Follow that. Follow it down. There we go. It's where the ladder was. Okay. That makes sense. And I can't climb up there because of course. Cool. Alright. We will work our way across and around. And then I'm assuming there's going to be a bandit leader at the top. And we will murder him. And we will get lots of treasure. Come on, girl. There we go. Good boy. Ooh, what is that? Organizational chart for Antoine Starling-Stragon's hands. Okay. Well, it's not got any actual words I can read, so... it's kind of gibberish at this point. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Went on. Antoine Starling-Stragon. Why am I trying to... Can I... Excuse me. Why was I trying to do that with fists? Alright, so Antoine is probably not a joke. I say as I murder him. He's dead! Woo-hoo. Okay. Is there anything else I need to look at? Ah! Notes. Taking the Silver Salamander in did a lot to relieve the tense atmosphere. Things had already relaxed a bit in the swamps because a good number of our men went off on assignment. But our Hans is so bum-hugging huge, the ruins of Palace Arthak still look like a bleeding bazaar. A man can't even empty his bowels in privacy. To top it all off, my bones ache to high heavens from this humidity, and even wenches can't warm me up properly. Need to look around for something, and fast, before the good mood from the last raid fades completely and folk get ornery. This time we need to hit something big. Thinking more and more about that vineyard to the south, Coronata. It'd do perfectly. Worth sending some scouts, maybe start planning a big job. Ah, and I need to straighten out something with the lads. Every other one of them's hit upon the idea of scribbling down memoirs. Regular bulliedy lunch of literati. Should have taken to practicing swordplay or hunting instead of becoming diarists. I keep a log, that's enough for the whole lot of us. I'll whip one of the two of the harlots' broods, wipe my derriere with their diaries, and maybe the rest will get down to some honest banditry. I mean, Starling does not seem to be the most successful of bandit leaders, but he did have a system. Ta-da. Get that fanfare. Okay. They've reclaimed the ruins. You're very welcome, my friend. You're very welcome. I mean, this is a pretty impressive place, but it's still, at the end of the day, just ruins, right? They're not rebuilding it, are they? A Hans's reign of terror has ended. You destroyed a Hans's base and killed its leader. This has put an end to the power in its area. I did not read the rest of that, but let's go and see what the blacksmith actually has.
Well, well. Starling Strakenhoff, House Pam Tittled Harlotsbrud has bit the dust. May he rest in pain and agony. You've earned yourself a steep price cut here, Witcher.
Okay. A guy named Stragan, I ran across him already.
Stragan. Name's familiar. Ran into him a while back.
What's this? He must have been a horrible hound shaker. Decent folk don't bear that name.
Can't say if that's true for all the Stragons, but this one sure wasn't decent. Met a bad end, too. Justly so.
You carved up the knob capper. I knew it.
Druids did it for me, actually. Burned him alive.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Wow, this guy's pretty bloodthirsty. Alright, let's see what he's got. I assume that he's going to be terrible at crafting. He's a journeyman blacksmith, so he's not the worst. How is this steel sword better than the one I've already got? How? I guess it's not a Grandmaster Witcher steel sword, so... yeah. Alright, well, might as well sell all the crappy common items that I picked up and get rid of it from my inventory. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Get that money, get that money, get that money, and get paid. Don't suppose I'm going to get rid of Dahlia just now. Griffin Silver Sword, no. Yeah, these steel swords are better than what I've got on already, in terms of raw damage at least. I'll find a better steel sword eventually. I just need to craft it, I guess. So, down, there we go. Come on, give me all the common stuff. I really wish the inventory kind of auto-sorted itself so that you don't have to worry about, oh, I need to move left rather than down to pick the next item. Like that automatically moved it for me a little bit, and that was useful. But, like, what's the point of having a load of gaps? Alright, well, I'm looking a little bit better in terms of my finances. Get rid of all this stuff that I don't need. Keep the Geralt set. Don't need Toussaint Knight trousers. Or the Ducal Captain trousers. Good, okay. And he didn't have any Gwent cards or anything, did he? So, farewell, blacksmith. Thank you for giving me your money. Oh, I forgot I didn't actually pick up all the stuff from all the dead dudes here. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll be able to pick up another couple thousand in gold because of all the maces and whatnot. Seems a bit out of character for Geralt to be scrabbling around in the dirt trying to pick up all the loot. But then again, witches are not very well known for having lots of money, so maybe this is actually in character. These guys, what I'm getting from these guys are not great. Those above me, then I need to go this way.
Falling on an empty stomach.
Yeah, look at all those red X's on the minimap. Come on, Geralt. Come on, Geralt. Oh, he's terrible. It's like controlling a tank. Which makes sense in terms of, you know, raw death-dealing power. But not as in an actual person. Alright, so I picked up at least a couple of maces, so I can go to the blacksmith and give them to him. La 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 la. I'm picking up loads of food and stuff that I don't actually need because of the Horn and Plenty. Hardened leather. I don't think I've actually ever used hardened leather for making armor. Which I suppose, maybe I've not actually thought about it, but I would have thought maybe they'd ask you to, like, at least buy some. I don't know. Again, not really the thing I think about. Alright, how many more? How many more? We've got one here. Then the rest on the high level. Yeah? Seems that way. Grilled pork. Grilled pork. Oh, I suppose the point of, like, hardened leather and stuff is for people who roleplay, actually. Because they'll be like, right, I need to get hardened leather as a material for my next upgrade in armor and so on. Is there anything else for me to actually get? Because I didn't actually loot the entire thing here, I don't think. Or did I? Maybe I did. Nope, I didn't. Okay, is there anything else I can do? Sorry, scribe. Witcher. Excuse me. Nope, nothing else, nothing else. Okay, well, I think we have spent enough time here and we can now die. Oof. Oof. You thought about it. Geralt definitely thought about it. Okay. Let's go down. Been putting off getting to the builders to build St. Lebioda for some time now, so let's just head down and get it nice and tied up. And then, yeah, I think we'll have a look at what the other secondary contracts we've got. Maybe a witch contract or maybe a secondary side quest. And we'll see what we got. We'll see what we got.
What now, you piece of filth?
What now, you piece of filth? Didn't actually recover my potion, did I? Okay. Ooh, hello. Can you die, please? Thank you. All of you? All of you. Monster pincer. Alright. Oh dear. What happened here? Kiki Mores happened is what happened. Letter to a mother. Darling mother, Forgive me for fleeing without saying a word, but you know if father learned my intentions, he would sooner break my knees than allow me to leave. You must understand the life of a village scribbler is not for me. I do not want to end up like father, spending my entire life hunched over tomes and slowly losing my eyesight during days and nights spent in dark offices. I want to live a life of adventure. Perhaps one day I'll visit you, my darling mother. Meanwhile, may you know health and happiness. Your loving son, Fabrice. Yep. Well, guess what, Fabrice? You died in the dirt. Alone. Should have listened to your mum. Should have listened to your mum. Alright, let's go ahead and meditate. And we'll go to the building site. Oh, it suddenly got dark. Ugh. Oh, I should probably, before I forget, recover my weapon as well. So that would be some weapon repair kit. Journeyman, the Reckoner. Oh, it's broken. Oh, there we go. I should have used the Master's kit. Oh well. Dum-de-dum.
Some stench.
Excuse me. Not bothering with Kiki more warriors. Oh. Huh? Oh, it is this? I see. Search the Kikimore nest. Wow. Is that all of them? Wow, that was less than I thought it would be. Nest.
Need to incinerate these to ash.
Can I incinerate these, please, Geralt? Oh, I need to do it with Igni. Okay. Ta-da!
Missing workers. This is what became of them.
Sweet. Didn't realize that was part of the quest we needed to do. Oh, it's not. It's Big Feet to fill, not the actual builders. Yeah, there we go. The statue is now built. Ta-da! And we can go and see the foreman about a reward. So that last marker then was actually not needed. Huh. Okay. So should we? Yeah. You know what? We can go to this undiscovered location here because it's on a main road, and then twist around. The fact that we've got Roach with us makes that a bit easier. For the road, Roach. Onwards. And we got a Reaper here. Hello, Reaper. Thanks for joining the stream. How you doing today? You having a good Sunday? No, this is just a... Just a random statue marker place. I see. Well, moving on. Cross country go! I can now see the big statue as a landmark. That's really good. I like that. So before we go over there, I want to see what's going on with these tents. Is there nothing of major value? Huh. Ta-da. Oh, Sunday just started. What I had was a bad Saturday. How did you have a bad Saturday, Reaper? What happened? To be fair, I had a fairly bad Saturday as well yesterday, if that makes you feel any better. Because basically, we've been noticing a bad smell around our kitchen area. And it's a bad smell as in, like, you know, maybe rotting food or maybe even, like, sewage. So we were like, this is a bit of a problem. We need to get this sorted, right? So I went out and checked out the drain outside where the, you know, the sink and the dishwasher and the washing machine all flows into, the wastewater. And it was, like, you know, blocked up with black sludge. So I was like, oh, great. So that's what's causing it. It's all getting backed up and everything. So I had to go and get in there hands deep to try and clear it all out. That was not a fun job for me to do yesterday, but hopefully it'll have stopped the smell from, you know, coming around. Ah.
Helped you finish the statue like you asked.
Master, what would I have done without you? Countless throngs of Lepiota's followers will praise in prayer.
And you'll pay me, right?
But of course, your reward. The Infesta is a serious man of enterprise. Our plan foresees mass conversions. With the donations that will follow, we aim to recoup the costs of production in 3 to 5 years. Everything has been calculated, you see, down to the last decimal.
Good luck then. Farewell.
Oh, wow. So, early Saturday around 2 a.m., I don't remember this part, I screamed. Reaper screamed. My flatmate came, he found me on the floor of my room and then called the hospital. Oh, wow. I woke up when the ambulance came, but spent the night in observation. Wow. So, when you spent the night in observation, did they, like, say what it might have been that, you know, did that? Was it just, like, I don't know, sleepwalking, sleep screaming kind of thing? I hope everything's okay. I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Screaming in your sleep isn't necessarily something that I would say would go to the hospital for, but then if your flatmate came in and found you on the floor of your room, you might have, like, fallen awkwardly. And then that might have been, you know, some pain. Don't know exactly what it was. Low tension or epilepsy, not my sleep. Ah, okay. So if it's an epileptic fit or something similar to that, then yeah, I can see why you need to go to hospital. Well, I hope everything's okay, Reaper. I hope your flatmate's alright as well, because I assume that would be, like, incredibly scary to have your flatmate scream out in the middle of the night and then you find them in a, you know, somehow collapsed on the floor. At the hour, I was watching something in the computer in bed. Ah, okay, I see. Huh. Alright. Let's see where we need to go next. I actually need to look at my quest, but yeah, I hope everything's alright, Reaper. Okay, so quests. Secondary, Fists of Fury. So I want to get a Skellige deck before doing the Gwent tournament. That seems appropriate, right? Oh, and it actually tells me where I can even pick them up. Well, that's good. Estelle Ravello. Okay, well, I don't need to look at all the different Gwent cards just to pick them up. So we'll leave that for the time being. I'm level 44. I can go see the Ducal Camelengo to get money. Treasure hunts. Manticore stuff. Yeah, you know what? Let's do the Curse of Carnarvon. We found it this stream. Go ahead and find it together. I have to go this week to make an appointment with a neurologist. Okay. So, do you think then that you might have an undiagnosed condition that hasn't occurred yet? If it was something brain related, yeah. Because I assume you can manage stuff like epilepsy with some medicine. Because I'm sure some people will just live with it like a normal life, and you just have to keep taking the medication. Yeah. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, Akshborsh. I see. Alright, let's get Quen. Alright, that's one dead one. Arch spores? Lots of dead things. Lots of dead things. Just loot everything. Loot everything from Carnarvon. Oh, it was just a diagram for stuff. Okay. Well, alright then. So Reaper told the doctor that I work with computers all day. I just told me to be cautious. Always good light and rest. These are normal recommendations. Oh yeah. Like, when a doctor doesn't really know what the cause of something is, they will just stick to their normal recommendations for things. So it's like, oh yeah, just make sure you sleep well, make sure you drink and eat healthily, you know. Don't go causing undue stress to yourself. It's like, well, yeah, I get how to live like a normal, healthy human being. That doesn't actually help me with my problem, though, does it? You know? I mean, obviously, if it's something brain-related, then they wouldn't be able to do anything without having, like, a deeper scan, whether it's, like, a CAT machine or a MRI or whatever. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, I kind of wish you'd know what I have, please? I don't need to be told, yeah, having 8 glasses of water a day is good for me, you know? Alright, so that was a treasure quest thing. Let's have a look. I mean, we're 5 levels above La Cage au Froid now. Clear the cave of monsters. Kill the monsters. Fist of Fury, Corvo Bianco. And then we've got more Tufo monsters. Feet as cold as ice. Feet as cold as ice. Yeah, let's do this one. We need to find Francois. The doctor doubts it's an epilepsy attack. Yeah, I mean, screaming in your sleep-ish kind of stuff isn't... I don't know. I don't know if you were sleeping, though. I assume because you can't remember it, it's not sleep. It is sleep, rather. But I don't know. To be sure, the neurologist will have the last word. Yeah. Well, I hope everything will be fine. I'm pretty sure it will be. I mean, like I said, I don't think it'll be anything major. But that's me speaking with absolutely no experience, so I hope it all goes well for you, Reaper.
If my lips don't stink of wine,
It's weird, like, if you were to live with an undiagnosed condition, and it only started to manifest in your, like, adult maturity, that's quite uncommon, right? Because usually, the stuff that appears, it appears in childhood. And it might get worse when you know, go through puberty and so on, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know, I would expect it to have happened before now. Getting to 25 years old and not having a condition of any sort does not fill me with great confidence with my previous doctors. You get what I mean? Anyway, I'm kind of rambling now, so hope everything goes well. Okay, so, feet as cold as ice, find Francois. But first, loot all this stuff from this guy who is asleep. Is he asleep? Or is he dead? He might be dead. Francois, hello.
You scared me half to death, Drifter. What do they call you? What's your crest? Speak.
Ravix of Fourhorn. Is that the fake name from the tournament? It can't be, right? Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt of Rivia, crest of the bridge. Hail and well met. Francois Le Goff, I presume. Your betrothed sent me. See, you've been gone a while, so you've got her worried.
Well, indeed, for Grottore is a most fearsome beast. I must prepare properly for battle.
By sleeping.
By napping outside the cave for a fortnight.
I have tarried a bit, true, but the delay is done. My word I gave, thus the beast shall die.
A possible condition Reaper has is Gilbert syndrome. A cousin and my brother have it. Oh. Well, if your brother's got it, then that's, like it's directly linked in your family. Like, could be hereditary from your mum or dad or something like that. But what is Gilbert syndrome? I don't know what that is.
Wouldn't happen to need any help, would you?
I don't know. After all, I did swear a solemn oath to...
Deposit the beast's head at your beloved's feet. No mention of you killing it all by yourself, though.
All in all, I suppose you're right. We must fight side by side, then. For honor.
For honor. My cousins also had problems with dizziness and fainting. Oh. That kind of sounds like it's a... That kind of sounds like it could be Gilbert syndrome, then. But, again, I don't really know what Gilbert syndrome is, so... Don't take my word for that. It's weird thinking about, like, what diseases you might be, you know, prone to because of your family's history with them. Like, I don't know, if your dad has high blood pressure, you might have high blood pressure. If you've had, you know, cancer in the family, you might be susceptible to getting cancer as well. Stuff like that.
Strange. No sign of Grottore.
Perhaps we should turn back? If there's no beast, there's no beast. Damn shame, but we tried.
Not so fast. Let's take a look around.
Take a look around. Gilbert syndrome is a liver illness. You produce more bilirubin. It's not that... I told the doctor. Okay, fair enough.
Impressive. You'd think you were in a winter garden.
If it was that, I would probably have yellow eyes or skin. Yeah, that sounds like a proper liver illness. Like you have jaundice. Yeah, it's kind of weird thinking about how you have yellow skin. Like, don't want to turn into a Simpsons character.
Cradle filled with children's shoes. Doubt I've ever seen a collection this grotesque.
Grottore. So, flowers, flowers, flowers. What's through here? Hello.
Something on the other side. How to get through. Never saw any sign or cut this.
Blocked off by trees, you're saying? Alright, that's better. I can actually see now. So that's the way out? Yes, that's the way out. Chest. Thank you. Or is that the way out? This might be further into the cave then. Or is it just another entrance? Oh, it's just another entrance. Okay, fair enough. Definitely something in the background. I can see the sound. Talk to Francois.
Seems the brute is not here. We cannot change this. We must live with it.
Here we go.
Bones. Small skull. Fontanelle's not completely closed. An infant. About a year. Various sundries. Some tools. Clear as day now. Toy must have taken them from its victims. Gotta be.
Spriggan.
Somewhere, probably.
Grattore. Okay, so glossary, bestiary. Spriggans are relics? Yes. I was gathering berries as one does this time of year when suddenly the tree shook and I saw this thing, fragment of a story told by one returning from the woods. Spriggans are a subspecies of the monsters known as leshens. One is liable to come across them in inaccessible, unfrequented woodlands. They usually do not attack humans if unprovoked, but when irritated they can be quite fearsome. And as they possess considerable strength, they are capable of doing great damage. Their appetite is such that they can devour more flesh than an army at a wedding. Each Spriggan has mastery over plants and is inextricably tied to them. Thus, if someone destroys greenery in its domain, it immediately comes to punish the disturber. So, Dimeterium Bomb, Relic Oil, and Igni. Putting fire to the plants. That seems like a fairly easy way to get it to come out. 1, 2, 3. Come out, wherever you are. Oh dear. Scary dude. I would like to burn you, please. Woo. Wait, is there more than one? Oh, arch spores, I see. I think this is to give Francois something to do. Wow. Right, let's get rid of the arch spore, but that's going to cause trouble. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me. There we go. Defeat Grattore. Grattore defeated. Oh. These guys aren't defeated though. Whoa! Woo. I would like to destroy you, please. There we go. Woo. You dead? All dead? Francois alive? Cool. Alright. That's better. For Reaper's family members had heart problems. Lucky for me, they checked my heart and it was okay. At first, they thought it could be heart. Partially think that too, because when I reached the hospital, I had arrhythmia. Huh.
I'm grateful, Witcher. You aided me greatly.
But the arrhythmia disappeared alone, and they did a good check of the heart, and it was okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Maybe it's just one of those weird freak-out moments that your body does every now and then. Not your body specifically, but just every now and then you might have a weird spasm or a twitch or a, something that makes you do something unexpected. So it might be that. Okay, why not choose a less fearsome beast?
Why the challenge? Couldn't have gone after something less formidable? A werebub, for instance?
Why? For the beast must match in ferocity the very ardor of my affection, and...
You're blushing, Sir Knight.
Oh, it's my betrothed. The thing is, she champs at the bit to get married when we've not known one another but 2 years. So I vowed to slay Grattore. Thought it would buy me time to battle such a beast. Why, it could take months.
Mm-hmm. Especially at the rate you were going.
Mm-hmm. So, he wanted to spend more time just lazing about and not be married. Okay. Time to head back to Beauclair.
High time you returned to Beauclair, brave knight.
Nay, nay. The head of this beast is a trifle, wholly inadequate to express the love I harbor for my betrothed.
Are you serious?
The world awaits. To honor her, I shall cut down another, more terrible beast.
That doesn't make sense with the optional quote I just picked. Take the damned head, go back to Beauclair. Whatever, if you don't want the trophy, I'll take it. No, take the head.
Take my advice. grab the damned head and cut the shit.
You're blind to my predicament. Once I return, I will have no recourse. She'll drag me to the nearest shrine while...
Shut up and listen. Crests, scrap metal armor, swooning damsels. All that's nothing to do with hunting monsters, which is work. Damn hard, dangerous, and thankless work that you're just not cut out for.
Yeah, you pansy.
Want to prove your valor? Go back to your betrothed and be honest. Tell her you're not ready to marry.
You do not
Reaper's
make
going to take a
swords,
show. Be right back. Bye, Reaper.
Choose on
See you in a
one
bit.
might demand satisfaction upon trampled ground for a lesser slight. Yet, there is truth in what you say, I cannot deny. I survived with my life by a hair. It is time I returned home.
Off you pop. Now let me pick up all your loot that you're going to leave behind. So, this is from the Arch Spores. And this is from the Lish, and the Spriggan rather. Then 8th. Is that a good sword? I can't even use it. And it is a better sword. Well. So much for, you know, Arendite. Well, I suppose Arendite is... Let's see. Each blow generates charges which increases sword damage by 10%. Charges are lost over time and when receiving damage. Fully charged sword deals critical damage. Killing a foe with a fully loaded sword will expend its charge to permanently increase the weapon's damage. So... I think I actually need to be a bit more careful about me attacking people with this. Because it needs to be a fully loaded sword, not a sword that's just like with 6 or 7 charges. And that's why the damage is not as good. Alright, I see. Makes sense. So, let's repair it. And... Luke's golden florins. Let's get out of the cave now, shall we? Can't see a bloody thing. Alright. We are out. And we will return to Francois' beloved. Wherever she may be. She may be at the Nilfgaardian embassy. Huh. Okay. Well, I actually think the quickest way for me to get there is to get onto Roach's back and then go backwards on myself to go to the outpost I was at. And then that means I don't have to worry about the hills of Vokela Palace. So, let's put the marker on, shall we? Marker here. Hata! There we go. Come on, Roach, you can climb a mountain. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, Roach, you can climb a mountain. Are you serious?
Come on, Roach.
Ah. He's terrible. You are no Skyrim horse, Roach. Alright, here we go. Da, 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 da. I'll be sliding down the mountain when I come. I'll be sliding down the mountain when I come. I'll be sliding down the mountain, sliding down the mountain, sliding down the mountain when I come. Okay. Weathervane, here we go. To the Nilfgaardian embassy. I should also make sure I meditate to get all my health and stuff back. I'm running low on potions. I've been riding down and do 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 do. All right, Francois, your beloved. Wait, are you downstairs? I think you're downstairs, aren't you? No. Oh, that was incorrect. Jaquette.
Got good news, madam.
As do I. Francois has returned. We marry in a week's time.
Oh, she's so
Prenuptial
happy.
at the temple tomorrow. Dress fitting the next morn. Then a tour of the wedding venue. I have never been so happy.
Oh, do I ruin her day? Do I ruin her life? Yeah, actually, no. It should be Francois telling her, not me.
Congratulations, I guess. Wish you happiness, both of you.
And good fortune to you on your path. Your reward, master. And Godspeed.
Aww. He's gonna be so disappointed. But hey, it's not my place. It is for Francois to tell. Alright, so let us meditate until 8 o'clock. And we will travel to... Yeah, you know what? We might as well do the main quest now, I think. Meet Regis at Le Cheslon Cemetery. Francola, I guess, is the closest. Do-do-do-do-do. Wonder what Regis has got for us. Francola Caraberta Woods. Oh, maybe I needed to meet Regis at night if we're meeting at a cemetery. Also, the fact that he's a vampire, that might be pertinent. Who knows? Right. Jump a fence. Keep running, Geralt. Keep running. Traveling through the murky woods, murky woods, murky woods. Traveling through the murky woods, oh high. Alright, so we're here. Merle Cheslon Cemetery. Knock knock.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Another way in. Hello? Excuse me. I cannot see a goddamn thing. 1, 2, come on. There we are.
Wars.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to burn these. Okay. Let's just burn. Let's just burn. Burn the eggs.
Some stench.
Okay. Alright. Use you. Yeah, Quan. 1, 2, 3. I'm losing my charges. Come on. I'm not gonna be able to kill it with 10 now. Yeah. Alright, well. That's better. Pick up all the loot. Pick up all the loot. Pick up all the loot. There we go, that'll do. Find a way into the crypt. This way. Oh, hello. Regis! Wake up.
agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
We'll see about that.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
What is
Wherever
this?
did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
That's a huge hand, gotta say. Oh, don't sniff it. Control your urges, Regis. The ring is the important thing.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
So, the ring, then. Did he just leave that be? The ring, what's its provenance?
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
And then he threw it away. So what do you want to use hand for?
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests.
That's convenient.
It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics.
Wait, am I the one drinking
This
it?
triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Ah,
Chance we
pensive,
might
I
see
see.
what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand.
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Can't you just summon him?
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires. There's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But
The
very
highest of
act
vampires.
Contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Sure. Alright, let's brew the decoction then.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
You mean LSD?
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were culled to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Some help, you say? Ah, Twitch in hand, of course. Because memory retention in the tissue should work both ways, right? If the hand is still able to feel things and you can use it to dream a fragment of someone's past life, then surely the hand itself can still do things. Hello, Crow. Goodbye. Send your words away.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
A snifter? Let's drink.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now,
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
I've got a lot of secrets.
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Ooh. Alright, we got lots of questions here. Okay. Where have you been? What have you been doing? What's it like being dead? How are you handling abstinence, not drinking blood? And what's regeneration like? Yeah, well, let's go deep into the lore.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower.
Okay, fair enough.
Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
I did! We did it. It was great.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Yeah, finished the main game.
Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
What's it like being dead?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from...
Yeah, he's technically not the same kind of dead.
Matter of which we are composed can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
That doesn't sound great.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh. Experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Yeah, to you, not to
Depends
us.
on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
So how are you handling abstinence, not drinking blood?
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start, blank slate.
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Yeah, don't try and make an addict drink or eat or do the thing that they tried to stop.
Circumstances, apart from which, I've always valued that trait in you.
Alright. What's regeneration like?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
Yeah, I did. Wiped by a djinn.
But Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard.
Thank you for the pity.
We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
So that just means that he's going to have to fight Detlaff to get rid of him permanently. Or it means we have to turn Geralt into a vampire. Maybe there's something you want to ask me, Regis.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Ooh, that is a good question. Would I want to be a witcher if I was reborn? I don't know. I think the main problem with being a witcher is that usually they don't get the choice because they have to be taken as a child. And that choice not being able to be given is a big reason why Geralt has a lot of, I don't know, regret and or anger towards the Witcher schools. I don't know, I think Geralt would probably prefer to be someone else.
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a witcher. Fate chose for me.
Yeah.
Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that had earned me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
Yeah, but what's it gonna find? We already went through like a list of items that weren't gonna be appropriate. Maybe the kobold's the closest one, but it seems a bit harsh to kill it just for that. Caw, caw. No?
Ever ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial?
I don't actually know that. Maybe? Appreciate the compliment, not as far as I know. I appreciate the compliment.
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
How do you know that?
It seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
The white is the curse, though. Alright, what's the spell curse?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse.
Yeah,
much.
it's pretty
Sorry,
generic.
Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale.
You're a
I happen to
vampire.
hear.
You've got the time to, like,
What
go
do
for all
you
these
think?
far-fetched
Specimen of a
tales.
species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
It's not a coincidence, Geralt. Come on.
Professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Alright. Do you know anything else about this white?
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the
Spoons.
skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to
I mean,
the
that does sound
curse.
quite unusual. Alright, time to visit the white.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
I mean, if the white just wants to give me the
So,
saliva, then
see
I'll
you
leave it
later.
be.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
There's no reason to kill
Thomas.
creature.
Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right.
Really?
Good luck.
Alright.
And to you, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, if this white is going to be fine, then yeah, you know what? Spotted white. That would be a spectre. No? Not a spectre? So it can't be a vampire, right? Yeah. Relict? No? Necrophage, then? There we go, necrophage. The best defense against spotted whites, stay calm and leave them alone. Fragment of a treatise on the spotted whites by Roderick Gilligan. Spotted whites were a subspecies of white which the witches drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin and owed their names to the numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted whites would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles. There they would indulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own emissions. When not disturbed, spotted whites would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months, or when faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it is said that witches found a surefire way of besting them, based around careful casting of the Erden sign, so at least claims Witcher lore. So, it's weak to Igni as well, actually. But we'll get Erden on. And where is the White's lair? It is by the Trastamara hunting cottage. Okay. So we can fast travel, then we can meditate, then we can go off and get this spotted white. So that. Trastamara. I think because I've got a location marker here already, I might have already explored this bit. But I assume the spotted white would not be there when I first explored it. Thank you.
Never a good omen.
Okay, well. Hi, bar guest. Ha! Uh-huh. I guess I'll kill a few more. One, two. That didn't kill the bar guest. No, critical damage. 2, 5, 7, 8. Come on. Come here. 9, 10. There we go. That should have been an upgrade. Right, let's meditate. There we go. To the White's lair. Actually, before we go, let's pick up the stuff from the bar guests. I hope that upgraded my thing there. Water Demon says, good to go. Good luck on killing the White. Thank you, Water Demon, and thank you for joining the stream. We'll see you again soon. Okay, so. Trastamara.
Wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place.
Spoony Bard.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm.
Yeah, the rhythm might be stay away, keep out. Spoons? Spoony spoon?
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Oh, it's written
like
on the
a
wall.
curse, all right.
Hmm.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Alright, well, let's have a look around then, shall we? Shall we?
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva.
Spoon?
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Spoon?
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Is there something special about these spoons? Ooh, a diary. For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain, so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there are no wrinkles. But I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what had happened to me and let it. My family is starting to suspect something, although I'm cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think and it's getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family, eat, I want to eat, not a good spoon, empty spoons, nothing eat, it hurts, mirror, lies, no,
Poor girl.
Aww.
Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, the thing is that it's not her fault she got turned into a white, you know? So, if I can help it, I'm going to try to help her rather than kill her.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Just as normal.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Spoon, spoon, spoon.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
It would make sense, but I don't know who those are.
Into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
Decaying letter. Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I've drawn you out here and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is risky. Not so much for me as a person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse, or, as I hope, and why I have returned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you, I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. I am aware this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Trastamara. A vagrant that sells mirrors, you say? Gaunter? Gaunter Odin?
No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
Choked to death?
Right arm bit right off.
Ooh.
Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy.
Something heavy. Alright. Oh, there might be spoons outside, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll have to go outside. Spoons? Give spoons. No? No, it's actually probably still inside. It's a nice idea, though. Oh, hello. That's a door. But it's locked. Okay, so I can't open that just yet. Alright, let's go back inside the house then. Spoons? Was there a set of stairs I can go up and down? There's a spoon. Spoon key. Read the note attached to the spoon.
Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
This certifies the item up for auction. An antique spoon key forged at the Christopherson and Sons workshop in 1210 belongs to Smeagol Circus, owner of the Pheasantry. Smeagol Circus, you say? Lord of the Rings reference, you say? Ask the owner of the Pheasantry about the mysterious spoon. Can I not just try it in the door? Can I not just try it? No. Okay, fair enough. Owner of the Pheasantry. That's pretty far away. Smeagol Circus. See, that is not bad as a reference, right? Edgar Cizodois is like, really? Smeagol Circus depends on you actually knowing who Andy Serkis is. That's fine, I think. Also, Lord of the Rings fantasy setting compared to The Witcher 3 is not a massive departure compared to Edward Scissorhands as a Tim Burton film. Like, it's supposed to be a kid's film, but that's just because Tim Burton's weird. Tim Burton's got a weird sense of what a kid's film actually should involve. Like, Tim Burton's a weird person, but at the same time, it's like, you can be weird, and you can make, like, gothic horror stuff, because you've done that with many other films, but you don't need to make them for kids if, you know, they touch on stuff that is maybe not appropriate. Maybe not. Anyway. So, to the owner of the pheasantry. Hello. Smeagol.
Wipe your boots before you take another step. Don't slurp your food. Don't eat with your hands. Don't pick your teeth with your knife.
What?
Thank you.
I'm just jesting. You, sir, clearly were not born in a barn. Welcome to the pheasantry. The best auberge in all the duchy.
Alright. What you got in stock?
What are you serving up today?
Gwent cards? Gwent cards? Really? No Gwent cards? Alright, I guess I have to play for your Gwent cards. Sure, 25.
Busy, but round of Gwent.
Alright, it's been a while since I played Gwent. Are there any more, like, cards I want to add to my thing? Probably not, right? Let's start. Ooh, got monsters. Let's see. Those are all fine, right? You want to get rid of Scorch? I'll get rid of one Scorch. And one Vesemir. Play the spy first. Ooh. Triple. Uh-huh. I see. Right, well, let's play this. It's a good thing I didn't have more than 10 on there, right? Okay. Alright. Let's play the Trebuchet. That doubles up then. Okay. So I've got 36. Let's do this. That doubles up there. 32. Then I just end my turn now. Yeah, end my turn now. Woo! So I'm going first again. Now I should be able to win pretty easily. Especially when they're playing the wrong cards. Ekimara. Whoa. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. You got 2 cards left. Do I have enough to take on that? 47. Oh yeah, I've got enough. Easy. Easy. Ta-da. Sweet. Won the round. Thank you. Alright, so I got a free card. And now I can also ask about the spoon. Drag Bondu.
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
Knickknacks, you say? Alright, thanks, that'll do.
See you later.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus spake the prophet
Bum,
Leviosa.
ba, bum, ba, bum. Basement? Basement. Steal all of your fish, all of your food, all of your stuff. Old pamphlet. Dear Beauclerc, wake up! You are being diddled in the derriere by a ruling elite which plays you like fiddles. In broad daylight, they have conspired to deprive you of the rightful heir to your throne. It is the Duke's eldest daughter who should take power after his death. Yet he has fed you far-fetched tales about some curse and forced on you his younger daughter. Do not stand idle. Do not tarry. Revolt. All those who will not allow such treatment of themselves and their fellow subjects, let them be at the ready. The rightful heiress to the throne might return at any moment, and she shall need our support, a concerned subject. Ooh, so the Duchess Henrietta might not be the legitimate heir. Smigo Louis Circus Cookbook. Book contains hundreds of recipes, but instead of the recipe for Beauclerc rabbit on the last page, there are only a few chaotically written lines. Lebioda's weeping wounds. I've scoured dozens of elven manuscripts and at last I've found it. I now know what the spoon key I purchased at auction unlocks. It is nothing else but the key to the legendary studio of Ramses Gorthon. Ramses Gorthon? Okay. Legendary studio. That's probably another reference to something, but I'm not sure what. The elven priest of the goddess Danamebi, whose culinary masterpieces remain unmatched by even the best of our modern chefs. If I can find the ruins of this temple, said to be somewhere in the Beauclerc forest, I'll find all of his legendary recipes. Not to mention the other priceless treasures this grandmaster chef must have kept in the kitchen where he perfected his art. The rest of the page is covered with a large, greasy stain. Find Gorthon's studio and look for treasure. Alright, alright. Ramses Gorthon. Who is Ramses Gorthon? I need to find a fast travel law marker. Where is my fast travel marker? So, Novigrad Embassy, and then find a way over. Okay. Put my torch away since it's broad daylight. Okay, so fast travel to the studio. Ah, okay. Aha. Well then, alright. Let's go to our Deso quarry and then go up north to follow those undiscovered locations, seeing as they are on the way there. Kill 6 birds with 5 stones or something like that. Bum, 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 bum. And let's go... Where is the first undiscovered location marker? This one, I think. And we will just go over there. So I'm going to go a bit slower because I've got a message to respond to, and I'll try and multitask at the same time. So... yeah. Alright, there we go. Message responded. I'm sure there'll be a flurry of responses to that message in a little bit. A knight errant in distress! No! Good sir! I save you. I murder these insignificant fools for you. What? Wow! Wow! I don't remember the last time when I saved. I don't remember the last time when I saved. I hope it was just after I went to the fast travel location, because otherwise... Yikes. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ah, come on, game. Come on, game. Ah, that's what food's for. Your vitality regenerates during meditation on lower difficulties, but on higher difficulties, it doesn't. I see. Is this the right place? Is this where I expect it to be? Yes? Yes. Alright. Try that again, shall we? Might just leave the knight errant in distress and just say, nope, died here. You can sort it out by yourself. Please don't make me explode again. Alright, so there's the ruins. We'll let stamina come back. Do this. Get Igneon. And then that's not helpful. Whoop. Burn, 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 burn. I think the reason why I got exploded by the barrel there was because my sword can set people on fire. Or maybe I just hit it pretty hard. Dead. Dead. Sweet. Philibert's orders. Some half-brains have been wandering around near Mount Crane, or Mont Crane. They call themselves knights errant, but I call them swill-slurping miscreants. No idea what they're looking for here, no windmills around for them to charge, but those adult ankle-biters dream up mad ideas no normal man would ever contemplate. No matter what they're up to, they're to stop it. The best way to take care of a knight errant is to cut off its head. If anyone brings me such a head, he can count on a plump pouch of coins. As you know, Philibert Fourfingers makes no idle promises. I can be harsh, but I can also be generous. Ooh, Beauclair saddlebags? Are those better than what I've got on? Diagram for a faithful friend.
Before long, you will have to look to fairy tales to find the witches of good night.
Alright, well that's one undiscovered location. So let's go here. To Mont Crane. Can I climb the mountain? Yeah, sweet. Oh, this will be a Hans, won't it? If this is a Hans, I'll probably leave it be. Because this is be Philibert Fourfingers' domain. Is it a Hans? That's a fast travel marker? There we go. Yes, it's a Hans base. Okay, well, I'm going to leave you be. I don't need to try and take on bandits. I need to try and find this Gorthon's studio. And the way to do that is to go this way and make sure I don't die. Yep. There we go. So yeah, the Horn of Plenty then makes much more sense to get as a reward from Gaunt's Rodim, because if you're playing on a higher difficulty, having unlimited food means you can regenerate your health all the time, which is good. Come on, around the mountain we go. I'll be going around the mountain when I come. I'll be coming around the mountain when I come. I'll be coming around the mountain, coming around the mountain, coming around the mountain when I come. I'll be riding 6 white horses when I come. Flurry of blows.
Really?
One more will do. One more bandito. There we go. Goodbye, arms. Journal written on Sohide. Philibert sent us to collect supplies from the Bassain farm. I stayed with most of the lads in camp as always, and sent a few to go strike a deal with the steward. Hubert Juret's a reasonable chap, never gave us trouble about taking supplies before, so it seems we're in for an easy job. Not like hunting flying monsters or lying in wait for caravans coming down the road. Nikolai and Pablo Gaff have not returned. Something stinks and it's not my foot wraps. I'm taking charge and leading a group to see what's going on. If those peasants at Bassain have done something to my men, I'll reduce that farm to mouldering ashes. Shouldn't there be smouldering ashes? The farm's been demolished, but no sign of Pablo or Nikolai. We only found 2 hayseeds. I'll take them back to camp for questioning. Both howl like madmen and mumble constantly about some werewolf. They'll cool their heels in a cage for a while, maybe get more talkative. And where the bum blazes are my men? Where the bum blazes are they? Steal all your maces. Right, all done. One more dead person. There we go. Please don't burn me alive, Geralt. Please. Alright. Next undiscovered location is this one. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, is this a monster den? Do I have to go inside the cave? No, I'm not going inside the cave. Who cares? Let's go for this one. Did I actually mark it there? No, it's still there. This one. I'm not going inside the monster cave. CBA. Trouble. Wait, is that going to be a marker? Or is this just a location? Hello, bandits. Hi. Can I help you? Wow, that was overkill. Whoa! Gruesome.
I'll never know. Something wrong with my face?
Wow, look at all that gold. Huh. I would have thought there'd be something a bit more significant here. Holy Lake. There's probably something to do here later. But I don't know what. Well, I guess we'll carry on to the undiscovered location. Maybe I should have eavesdropped them on the bandits a little bit more. That might have told me what is the deal with this lake. I mean, it's not Lake Lac Selavi, though. So how holy can it be? You know? Another marker. Monster nest, no! Forktail? You're a very green forktail. Oh, you died. Huh. Well, alright, well then. So the monster nest... I probably need to take care of this.
Draconid nest.
Yeah.
Need to destroy it.
Destroy it! Whee! Ta-da! I will take all these things. Okay. Was that the last undiscovered location along the way? It was! Cool, alright. Now we can stop messing about and go to Gotham's studio. Also, I've just realized a good way of getting my Arendite sword to be fully upgraded would be to turn level scaling off and then go to a really weak area and kill loads of low-level monsters. Ooh, that was close. Here? No. Right. Need to be careful. I am very liable to die just by falling off here. Okay. Feel a bit safer now. So, a marker for an entrance. Nope, that's death. Yeah, around we go. Alright, so the entrance... Oh, well there we go. Very nice and pretty entrance. Torches out. Open sesame. Ooh. Spontaneous profits. Recipe for étoile blanche pasta. So, lots of stuff there. Okay. Very nice, very nice. But what else did I pick up? I just sworn there was something else I picked up as well. Oh! I know who Ramsay's Gorthon is! It's Gordon Ramsay! Ramsay's Gorthon. Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, there we go. Oh. You know, I only just got it by standing here in a kitchen, clearly, with loads of ingredients and so on. It's like, Ramsay's Gorthon? What? That doesn't make sense. Well, it would make more sense if the name was written the proper way, like Gorthon Ramses. But maybe they thought that was a bit too obvious as a reference. Alright, so... Are there any more things for me to loot? No? Okay. Well, thank you, Ramses Gorthon, or Gordon Ramsay, for your bountiful harvest. It's going to do me a lot of good. I'm running out of space as well for carrying it. Okay, let's go to this location, and then the one that's near the town, and hopefully the town will have a fast travel location marker. And we'll see what we can do. Oh, so many subtle, well, subtle references. That one was more subtle because the name's written the wrong way, but yeah. Smigol Circus, Ciseaux Doigt. Like, yeah, come on. Dum, 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 dum. Excuse me, wolfies or wallies. Do I want to go in here? Nah. I don't want to go in there because it's going to be hard to get out again. So let's skip that for the time being and go here. There we go. And like I said, hopefully this place will have a fast travel marker, and that means I can get to the next place quickly. Alright, take a torch off. Down, please! Oh, maybe I'll be able to buy a Gwent card as well. Depending on if there's an innkeep or something. Oh, abandoned site. Oh, hello. Wasn't quite expecting you. Of all things. I guess we'll do this. Goodbye, werewolf. And I'm gonna skip this. Come on. Skip. There we go. Much better. Alright. The abandoned site is no longer abandoned. Eviction notice. To Hubert and Giselle Duret. In connection to my recent acquisition of the Bassin farm, I, the undersigned Countess Tiffaine Baudet de Sacor, do hereby inform Sirs Hubert and Giselle Duret, who currently inhabit said piece of real estate, that they are obliged to vacate the premises within no more than 7 days of receiving this notice. In the case of failure to comply with this warning, the matter will be referred to the appropriate enforcement bodies. This is a legally binding notice and has been prepared in accordance with the Act on the Bassin farm, issued by the Beauclerc Magistrate. Sincerely, Countess Tiffaine Baudet de Sacor. Okay, then. I'm getting close to being encumbered, aren't I? I forget what abandoned sites being put back actually do. Like, they're supposed to give you, like, innkeeps and shops and stuff, right? Oh, there's a barber here. I guess that counts. I guess having one barber counts.
Come, we must speak.
Must we
Were
speak?
it not for you, Witcher, that werewolf, he'd have devoured us all.
Mm-hmm.
The werewolf. Did you kill it?
I did.
It murdered folk, devoured sheep, ravaged the farm. Oh, what a relief that's done with. I thank you.
You're welcome.
If you wish, I shall give you a trim. I just need a moment. My hands are still shaking.
Well, I would do this, but I don't think you can tell what kind of cut you've got before committing to it. So, how did you ever wind up here?
What's a barber do on a farm like this?
He shears sheep, because sheep are calm, unlikely to scream at him if a lock is out of place, or a color a touch off the desired shade. And here, no one threatens to shorten you by a head if you trim a bit too much.
I don't know. It depends on
Somebody
the cut you
threatened to
give.
do that to you?
To me? No. But, well, one hears things. I found it impossible to work under incessant pressure. When I saw the notice, urgent specialist sheep shearer sort, well, I didn't give it a second thought. And it was pleasant at first, but then that werewolf appeared.
I like my haircut, and I like my beard as well, so I'm fine with this. Again, you can probably customize it a little bit more than what I've got, but I don't think you can tell what you've got beforehand. Before committing to it, I should say. So, I'm not going to do that. Alright. Fast travels! Ooh, I'm very close to being encumbered. Okay. Trastamara. I'm probably going to have to drop some maces, I think, in order to be able to loot stuff properly. But I'll do that when we come to it. Interesting that the Trastamara cottage seems to have a curse on it, even with the weather. Like, it instantly becomes overcast and grey as soon as we get here. Alright, so... torches out. Doo-doo-doo. Hang on, where are all the things to look at?
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Well, I didn't see any stairs before. I need to find stairs now, I think. Anything in... Aha! Downstairs! Probably should have done this before, but oh well.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Another spoon. Yep.
Another spoon, just as normal as the last one. And I did pick up too much stuff. So, let's go ahead and drop one of the maces. There we go. That'll do for the time being. I'll drop another one when we get to it. Oh.
Cauldron I was looking for. It's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White
Look
that lives
into the
here,
cauldron.
Definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. The cauldron is empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice.
Picked up too much stuff. So inventory. Drop a couple more maces, I think. 1, 2. Yep. 2 more. There we go, that'll do.
Hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Hide in place of the cauldron. Where should I hide? Oh. Seems a bit obvious, Geralt. But it's fine. Can't see a bloody thing. It's too dark. Literally pitch black. Ooh. Come on, Miss White. We'll help you out if you tell us what you need and how to do it, and that it's actually possible. Fighting in a house does not seem sensible. Try to lift the curse! Out we come. Is this first person mode? Ugh. It is first person mode. No? Doing a little dance.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
Hold on. I'm trying to help you.
You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Yeah! Yes, thank you for the chair.
Just need a bit for Regis.
White brew.
And now we'll tend to you.
So, the curse, the exact
Need
wording.
to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your
None
reflection
shall
in the
sit
mirror."
and dine with you at your table. Hang on.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were,
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you shall have
again shall you
sate
wish to
you.
spy your reflection in the mirror.
So,
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall
no
sit and dine with you
spoon
at your
shall
table.
sate you.
No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
It's either no spoon she has, or not eating with a spoon at all. I don't know. I want to get this right. You know, I'm gonna see spoon quest because I want to help her. I want to help her. All right, so let's see. I assume my answer without looking this up would be to eat not using spoons because no spoon you have will sate you. So let's see. I think it's not eating spoons. Aha! The third one, eating without spoons, is correct. Eat not using spoons. Done. No spoon you have shall eat you, shall sate you.
No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
Oh, so funny. No spoon. Let's have some disgusting white brew. And she loves it.
Your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Does she see who she is? Hooray! We did it! I like how Geralt's like poisoned. Ooh. Follow the stench of the white's brew.
Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Follow the white. Yeah, half bar of toxicity because of the white's brew. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a good effect. Also means that if you try and fight stuff, you try and recover health with potions, it's not going to work. Follow the stench of the brew. The brew. Use you? Use you, Mr. Barguest? Dum 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 dum. Follow the white's brew. Another Barguest. Oh, you died too quickly. Unbelievable. We here?
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Oh, is she old?
Eat. I must eat.
Yeah. Been transformed for too long. I mean, she's fine now. She's just
I'll take
old.
you someplace safe.
Where are we taking her? Come on, game. Oh, we're taking her back to Corvo Bianco. Wow. That's pretty far away.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
She was cursed.
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate.
Marlena, not
One
Marlene.
evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
You could say that.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, He swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
It's actually not that hard. Did some thinking, figured it out. Let me tell you the story.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all.
Yeah, simple, innit?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Alright. Could we do some renovating?
Starting to really like this place.
The grounds?
Starting to get into the...
Herbs in the garden?
So, sometime...
Well, you're in luck.
2,000. Yeah, sure.
Good idea, Barn.
The idea is... Will you...
Work on the house?
Feels...
With the utmost
Okay. Firmly advise against any more changes.
No,
I think I've already seen this before, so yeah, we're good.
Thanks.
Thank you, Barnabas. And we need to report back to Regis, so... Where is the fast travel thing here? It's on the other side, okay. Bom bom bom. So, this way. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's meditate so it's in sunlight again. It's really difficult when it gets to like nighttime and you're inside a house. You can barely see characters talking to each other. You'd think that they would add like proper lighting so that you can at least see the people talking. You know, might not be realistic in the day-night cycle, but it's at least good for the player to see. I don't know. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Okay, so back to Regis. Ping. Oh, he's above me, of course. I'm like, what? Supposed to be here. Where is he? Regis! Hello, I have the thing you need.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Sneaky raven. Helpful creatures, ravens.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful. As they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Sure, your blood.
Problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Why
I'm
not?
sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Uh-huh. Dangerous who for?
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That
Gotta do it by
works
himself,
too,
right?
Don't worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
Alright, so how do you plan to induce the state then?
Alright, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshamudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure
okay.
beasts there.
If you're inside a
Beasts you will
cage,
kill.
then yeah.
The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
And what stops you from breaking out of the cage, though? Alright, but this place, Teshamutna, tell me more.
Teshamudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel.
That would
Kagmar
work.
was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Okay. Alright then. In that case, let's go.
See no reason to dawdle. Teshamudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What is it?
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sangurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice.
Oof.
As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamudna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're
Could
starting
you not
to
done
scare
that
me.
when you were in the cage? You know? That would have been a lot safer for me, I think. If you had decided to be inside the cage and then drank the blood, and then I could do the bloodletting thing to make you go wild. I don't know. That does sound a bit precarious with what you just said about, you know, your recovering addiction. Well, hopefully it all goes fine and to plan. Let's see, shall we?
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Of course it does. Won't be outside in the fresh air. You sure you want this?
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
Yeah. Alright, lead the way then.
You lead.
Off you go. What? It just said lead the way and I'm going first.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
It's fine. I'm a witcher. Scurver.
Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Melloch. Ta-da! It's a handy trick.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
A champion of Tesha Mutna, I am he who serves the tribe. Exalted above men, I renown human weakness. Uplifted above men, and become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am executor of the will of the tribe. I accept the sword and this armor so I may serve the tribe. Ooh, vampire swords. Yeah, too heavy for me. I really should have thought about dumping some of my stuff before I came on this quest. Oh well. Just drop more maces and swords. Come on. Come on. Get the next thing along. Thank you. And an axe. And a sword. And a couple more swords. If it will let me pick it. Thank you. There we go. That'll do for now. Esha Mutna, you say, actually. What is it actually like? Van Eighth is strong. Dahlia is weak, I guess. But the same strength. There we go. So, armor piercing. Killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality restored equals 1% and maximum vitality for each element of the set worn. Okay. That is not bad. So being able to craft Tesha Mutna stuff would be useful.
There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Do 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 do. Ooh, more chests. Where the whole set.
Seems your kind assembled a
Battery cage versus free-range humans. In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is their systematic controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantages, such as being able to control what the flock eats and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement, as opposed to those in their natural habitat, i.e. villages and towns, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools, of which two seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent times, namely battery cage and free-range husbandry. This thesis describes in detail the advantages and disadvantages as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between both types. Battery cage human husbandry, described very accurately and in detail in the book Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a closed, restricted space with permanent access to air, food and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flock is not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive the entirety of their lives. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat or creating a habitat that simulates it closely, i.e. creating villages, more of which can be found in the chapter Human Villages Establishing and Growing a Herd, and then making the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method for making a human individual dependent is guaranteeing its safety and permanent access to high-quality feed. It is worth adding that a human that trusts its owner does not feel fear and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of noradrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks its blood, most likely associated with sexual tension, which causes an intensification in the blood's flavor. Ow.
Though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here too. Remind us all where we came from.
Cells. Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's...
Alright, I'll just read it instead. Notes of a Tesha Mutna prisoner. I found a piece of parchment that fell from the pocket of one of the monsters. I also have a lump of coal. I would write this in my own blood, but I have hardly any left. I am cold. Every third day they come and open my veins, after which I cannot move. I cannot go on much longer. From the next cage I hear the howls of terrified people. If I had the strength, I would smash my head against the bars. I know it won't go on much longer. Alois from the cage next to me died yesterday. They drank him to death. This must have irritated them because I heard them arguing in their strange language. They brought new people this morning. You could say that a supply of fresh blood arrived. They have no idea what they're in for. My only comfort is that I know already and I won't have to live through the terror that I felt the first time they came for me. I had no idea what they wanted until they pulled out their shiny instruments. I have never seen such beautiful metal. My blood glistened a purple silvery color in those instruments.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe and Deadlouse. We both remained in this part of the world.
Transcript of a conversation with a lower being. Between Master Ezahil Ildegrad and a human being. Who are you? My name is Alex Biscont. Why is your skin trembling? I'm scared, sir. You're scared? I don't understand. You don't know what fear is, sir. No, I've mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? It's a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was kind of pain. I've carried out tests in my laboratory on people and discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and think about only how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain. No, pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Ooh, yes, what you say is very interesting. I think I'll have to examine your heart in the laboratory. What do you mean examine? I mean examine, take it out and subject to a proper examination. But that would kill me! Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but it was not me who created your species, and I am not responsible for its excessive frailty. The conversation was carried out in human language, and such it was written down. The transcription does not need translating.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe and Deadlouse. We both remained in this part of the world.
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
We're seeing vampire lore.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
I think that's all the glyphs, yeah? I can look at this one again.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet.
Yeah, why is it not
Those who went
orange?
east
Weird.
beyond the Blue Mountains.
Alright, well, moving on. Are there any more stuff to loot? Yes. I am now over encumbered once more. But I should have, like, almost the entire Tesha Mutna set. Let's see. Tesha Mutna gauntlets. Tesha Mutna boots. Tesha Mutna armor. I also had a mask, didn't I? But I don't think I can do that yet. Tesha Mutna trousers. What else? What else? It was definitely a mask, though. Is it under other? Maybe quest items? Who knows? Tesha Mutna mask? Here? Ooh, wow. Scary. Sure, I'll put the whole set on for the time being. More stuff to drop, so let's do that now. I didn't actually drop anything. Let's drop a mace, drop a steel sword, and another one. Okay. So I can't steal anything there. Right. So, here we are. I can't see a goddamn thing. There's like one torch. The game's
Charming place.
brightness settings too low.
What are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagma ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Let's get to work.
It was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Okay. Let's see if we can get this tied up nice and quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Place the bait. Come on. There we go. Good Geralt. Was it here? No, it was there. One more.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. I mean, stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Alright. Bait has been set. Tell Regis when you're ready to fight. That should be fine. Come on, Regis.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
He's not tied up with chains, though.
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head started spinning.
There's the chain.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Up you go.
Maybe we need a safe
Alright,
word.
kill the monsters into
Something you'll say
bloodlust,
when you can't
transforms
take it anymore.
Regis into a monster.
Would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know.
Scurvy, scurvy, scurvy.
Down.
Oh, they're rot fiends.
Please,
Oh, this could take a while.
you won't be able to. We must force through this, that is all.
Alright, come on, ghouls. It's getting quite high quite quickly. Whoop. Nope. Woo! Alright, let's get Quen on show. Dun, dun. Oh.
It grows.
Hello. You're a new one. Wow, you are. Wow. Oh. Can't see a goddamn thing. There we go. Now I can finally see them. Jesus. Come on, Regis. There are so many of them. Okay. Go with flurry of blows. Shall I have Enhanced Cat on? I think I should. Now I can actually see without having to have the torch on. Whoop. You done? Oh, it's that Mahakaman is the new one. Okay. Okay, there we go. Nice and easy. Now I have to cut him a little bit. Regis. Regis, it's me. Did I cut his hand? Yeah. So, what now?
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother me.
Just meditate for a bit. Scary, Regis. Ta-da! Whew. A few hours later.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
Well, seemed to go
You
okay
can't finish it in this state. Tell me how.
so
I'll
far.
help you.
Are we just vamossing back to the cemetery? Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Oh, that was quick. Got the concoction ready and everything.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Let's talk. What happened back there?
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not
Was there
wish
another
you
way?
to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Alright, I finished your brew.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Yeah, you could say that just a bit.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Having a good old time brewing potion. Garrett looks kind of scary with his new armor set. Maybe you can't craft Teshem Mutner gear. Huh? What's going on? The mask covering his eyes made it so that it wasn't exactly clear what was going on. Also, but this is the vision.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Hide your
Fails
hand,
to
Dettlaff.
realize he was your friend, Count.
Makes sense why that was cut off, though. Transform back? Okay. So they shared mead and made merry.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff?
Oh, it was a trick. And he didn't feel good about it?
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
Hmm? So I guess we're going to be finding Dettlaff's friend if he didn't kill him.
But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
No! Blah. Ah. Did he tear off his own hand? Broken? Yeah. He did this on purpose. Hmm. And now his friend's gone. Was it worth it, Detlef? What a
Awake at
terrible
last.
tale.
You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him, chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
I saw the moment when Detlef and Delacroix first met.
Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't
The
it?
situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix. Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
And the other thing is, the vision began and ended with a boot black.
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A boot black stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the boot black acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no
I think we should have a chat with
It's
him.
our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Okay. Alright, so I think that is a good place to end the stream for today after another level up. Nice. So I'm going to go ahead and make a manual save. Let's do it on the big feat to fill, I guess. Yeah, you can see there's a 2-month gap in between those saves. And we'll wrap it up there. So, thanks for watching the stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can follow us at twitch.tv/RiggyRob to watch us live in case you're not watching us on the Twitch VOD or the YouTube Let's Play episode. You can also subscribe to us because we are Twitch affiliates, and once we reach 50 sub points that you can see in the top right corner of the screen, you'll be able to see that we're adding face cams to our streams, so you'll be able to see us. And you can subscribe to us by clicking on the link in the chat now, or using !sub in our Twitch chat. This will get uploaded to YouTube at some point. I'll make sure of it, and that will be at youtube.com/RiggyRobPimmsyPlay. Links in the chat now as well. And you can also follow us on Discord and Twitter, and that'll tell you when we go live. Twitter will be when I post manual updates, say, hey, I'm going live now, or going live a little bit later, and just general other things that are going on, like having to buy turnips from Daisy May and Animal Crossing, and stuff like that. Underneath our Twitch stream, we have a schedule panel that has a countdown to our next stream. We go live Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. 8 p.m. GMT on the weekdays, so that's 9 p.m. European, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then 10 a.m. UK time on Sundays, which is what I'm doing with Witcher 3. So 11 a.m. European time and 2 a.m. Eastern, I believe. I think so. Oh, maybe it's 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow will probably be some more Valhalla, or it could be Animal Crossing, depending on if Pimmsy's available. But yeah, you'll have to tune in to find out. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.